Show you how we are doing this right now. So the plan is to duplicate the layer, and I've done it here. So if you do Command J, you'll duplicate your layer. If you push Z, you'll be able to increase your image to make it to zoom in, zoom out. Let's see who is live. Right, I got a like, which is good. Hi. It's good. Let's go back in Photoshop. So if you push Z, you can zoom in, or if you push Option and you press it, you can zoom out. So we go back to this eye. That's what we want to do. And I do that. You have two options. You could clone this little lid over the top, or you can use liquify. So for me, the easiest way will be liquify straight away. So you can go to Filter, Liquify. I've done a shortcut for my desktop. Unfortunately, you'll have to do that, or I will have to do that in another tutorial, but that's another story. Again, if you push Z and you keep it, hold on, or not, seems like, you go closer to the eye, and here you have different options. And for this one here will make your thing bigger, and you can do different changes. But it's this little X one which will make your line, that lead, a little bit closer. So what you do, you just click on it. You can drag it a bit. You can make it bigger if you want, and again you can push the brackets. Okay. You can use this little tool also, where I can push the lid a little bit lower, and you can rearrange it a bit, because what I've done right now, the lid is not so straight anymore. But it's okay, because I can fix it, and we can go back and we can make it better, to look better. And we try again to close that little lid. And it's just a matter of practicing a little bit more until you get the idea. It's not hard, it's not rocket science, it's just a play up. So you'll see by the end of this, the eye will look almost similar like with the other one. And if it's not exactly what you want, like I said, you can copy that side over, and then you don't have problem with so much liquify. But for me, I always use liquify. Let's see what we've done. And that's what you have. That's why you work in layers, because if it's something what you don't like, you just delete it. So before and after, before and after, before and after. So, and again, if you see that I modified her eyes here a bit, you add this layer mask, this I call it like a flag, and with your painting tool, brush tool, because this background is white, then you'll have to switch to black, and you will go underneath the eye and you will erase the part which was before, so it's back to her natural eye shape. The only thing that this part is there, and we go over the top, and the only thing remaining is just that closed lid. I think for me looks good. We can do another one where I could clone it. So what I can do, you can take your lasso tool and you can select this eye. Usually I don't do this, but for the sake of this video, let's try. and we Command J, Command T. So it's made a new layer, and then we just move this across. But because it's a mirror, so we need to switch it on the other side, like flip, so this corner is not inside. And then you go right click, and then you flip horizontally, and then you just move around. What you can do is reduce the opacity on this layer in such a way that you can see how that the eyelid stays over the top, and then you leave the corner in such a way that you have to put it over the top of the eye. I think it's right there. And then you increase your opacity, and you will see it's a huge difference, but doesn't matter, it's all good. You push enter, you see it's a big difference, but that's why we work in layers. And you push the flag, how I call it, it's your mask. And again, you have a white background, that means you need black to erase. White, if you put, like, let's say we erase it with black, you take your brush and you erase the lid. It's like, whoa, that's not good. Well, you go back, or you push X on your keyboard, and you go white and you put it back again, so it's back. All right, so again we go to black, and we want to erase over the top of the lid, because as you see the shades, the shadows are different. So that's the trick with when you copy or when you do a head swap. The trick with that's why I use more liquify, is that you need a similar shadow, a similar pretty much a similar eye, so you don't have such a big difference, but it can still be fixable. And let's see how we go. I think I need to drop my eye lower. Wait. Right, we go back, you go on exactly on the layer, and you go Command T, and we work a bit on there, so it should be there. And because I've deleted too much from that eye, we go X. Aha, here we go, almost there. X. Oopsie daisy. The eyes is just underneath there, so I'll have to go lower a bit. Okay. So what you can do in here too is reduce the opacity, so when you delete, you don't delete at the same opacity, so it doesn't become so dark. So let's go less. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Yeah, it's not easy when you have to swap eyes to do this kind of work, because yeah, it's a little bit more pedantic, you call it, and it's more fidgety because it's little things. Again, Command T, so we go a little bit, let's see, over that lid, so you can cover exactly that spot. Go back, and let's go white again, so we can increase the opacity, and we put it back there, just like that. Okay, that's a little bit too much, and let's take it off. There we go. Not too much from there, only from there. Alrighty, so let's see if we can have, if we need to remove from around there too. So as you see with that head, a little bit more shadow from the, but that can be removed in a different way. So let's see, before and after, before and after. So depending what you want, you can do this method, or you remove this and you do this, which I like it more. Like, in my opinion, this one looks better than this, even though I do like that the shadows are gone a bit from this one. But yes, so you have two options. I will go with this because I like it. I will delete that. It looks okay for me. And let's see, if we go in this layer, do we have to delete anything from there? No, just making sure. So if you push Z, you zoom in, and I'm pretty happy. And if you push Option or Alt and you keep it pressed, you can go back to your image. So let's see if I can change this hand right there. Finger crossed. You can flatten your image also. I've done a shortcut, Shift Command E, and then again we do a layer, Command J, and we try to remove this hand. You have lots of options. You can clone it out if you want. Let's take, and this is an easy clone out because you just copy from one side from the source and you delete from the others. So it's not rocket science in this case because your backdrop doesn't have a texture. But when you have a texture backdrop, this one it's a little bit harder. So, but I will see if I can do that with a different technique. And you see some spots in there, and you can reduce your opacity, and you can come from underneath and you go top. So you'll have to adjust your opacity in such a way that doesn't affect your blanket, and you'll need to be careful where you have shadows, so you don't. And usually I use a lower opacity and then I try to blend them so it doesn't look so splotchy. Splotchy, is that a word? Splotchy, something like that. Yeah, but you got the idea. I remove the hand, and the baby looks beautiful and cozy, and I see this line which I don't like it, and I will remove that. I will leave the shadows where they are because it's beautiful. You see here you have something, and I can show you this as easy trick, and it's the easiest trick ever which I've learned, but again you have to use it when you don't have a pattern on your blanket, so it's smooth and nice. That's why I like really smooth blanket. So here you go, before and after, before and after. Isn't that fun? Then let me show you how to remove this one, not on the cloning side. Command E again, flatten your image. You could add some light in it, and you can like with your dodge and burn, and you can lighten that area. And again, Command J, so you have a new layer, something like that. I've overdone it right now. Let's do it properly. Let's do it properly. So let's do it 19. So it reduces, okay, which is not my thing at this stage. Or you can go again in liquify, and today we teach you about liquify. I do like to use it especially for blankets, and especially for blankets where my angle is right, but I can still see a little bit of the background, like a window or something. And you have this one here. Like I said, you can't use it on different pattern blankets, but for this one, for this purpose, because it's a smooth blanket, just drag it in the corner or down, 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 and it's gone. Like if it's just in the corner, it doesn't bother me. Pull it out pull it out. It's pretty much stretched the pixels and you can't see it anymore. So I will go back. It's a smooth blanket and it works fine. So that's what it's my way to go. Number one tool for corners where the blanket is not enough, and I can take it down. And sorry, I have so many stuff on my computer that I need to take them off. Luckily I backed them up, which is good, but I do have lots of stuff on my computer, so it's working a little bit slow. It will get there soon. So here we go. Let's see how it looks before and after, and we can use a little bit of the cloning tool if we really want, and you smooth it out. Ta-da-da. And and I think it's a perfect image. I will need to, and I won't do this right now because it's a long video. Her face doesn't need lots of work, but you can see here it's a big shadow, and that will need to be reduced. A little bit of the red spots and the skins, but it's pretty much a lovely image, and another 5 minutes to edit this and it will be done. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed my technique, and I will do more live videos soon, but I just learned how to do this, so I will get better at them. Yeah, so go and practice and let me know if you need any other videos and I will do them for you. Okay, kisses, bye!